Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de mi serie Baldur's Gate 3. Estamos en el Acto 3 y continuamos con todas las misiones que tenemos. Vamos a ver todo cómo está. Bueno, vamos a pasar ya a la siguiente zona. Un montón de cosas. Bueno, para la siguiente parte voy a llevarme a Carla.
Hey, soldier. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send...
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Toast, toast.
Vamos a cambiar la build.
Engineer.
Dost thou require an...
Esto está bien. Cambiamos a... Perfecto.
I won't let anything happen.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Vámonos.
At the ready.
Muy bien, vamos a avanzar a la siguiente parte del acto 3.
Darling, it's very weather-like.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Old.
You having a laugh, devil boy? The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Won't be. You don't look the posh. Lower the gates. Special permission.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué hay aquí.
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss, another will embrace what you have rejected. And that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may re-inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its...
Greetings, old friend. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration.
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
I spoke to you.
You've been seeing that for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting for?
This is the armory, not a blood. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more. I suppose you can take a look. But make it
Mola que tienen esta gente.
I can't really glaze that pizza, the ass. He wasn't even hurt.
Broke down the door
Nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Please make your way to the audience. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Fine. I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
Please come forward. What a surprise this is. My favorite assassin, back from his bloody disgrace, joined with my old bodyguard. Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin, to think you and Karlak traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest... Let me clear up some mysteries then. It's about time, I think. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated.
It seems so.
In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorpe. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
Good, good. I can see you're still your old self. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Baal isn't done with you, you must know that. You have effortless talents. Stand with Baal, or it will spell your doom.
You should hear him out.
With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. She's targeted me as well. I'm well. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath. Sworn. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No.
And my father?
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level, but first you will rule.
What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help. Your camp is compromised. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation.
Take that with a grain of salt.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly... Even horror has a home. Find her. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of... Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. It's not, but it will not follow new. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. And once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Orin is elusive, shall we say. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friend? Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the...
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to...
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above.
So there you have it. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chance it... And they expect... If only they knew the truth. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter.
Let's see what this does.
What did I tell you? A momentous...
I've had enough, Mizora.
Your attention, little... You see, Gortash has... To the slaughter.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead. Or...
You know something.
I know enough.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But we'll have answers soon enough. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow. The second time, even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a stroke victim. I asked father later. No, he said, a stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always... At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look... But that second time, her gaze never left me. It could just be my imagination. But I always felt that it... What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people... To exert control, you must first sow chaos. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Hells, listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's ward. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose...
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit. There might be, but let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
Miss Zora, I take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her.
Bueno, no vamos a hacer frente todavía a Hortats y vamos a entrar ya a la baja ciudad. Vamos a la baja ciudad. Esta no es la baja ciudad, miro por el otro lado.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Madre mía, pone millones aquí.
The urges are calling on you again. I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with... I thought your kind was extinct. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with... You know, I was barely... Rather thrilling. I get to watch the bloodshed firsthand. I felt very unfashionable. But he's arrogant too. So yes, I do worry about facing him. I would, but you have in that.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of a Baal sport, I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, that's not a bond I'd like to be.
Bueno, seguimos.
Baldur's Gate. You know, it's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. I suppose it is. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. I suppose that makes you. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the Shadow Druids. Their scheming was stopped, thanks to you. Yet their malign ideals can find Francesca has found some initiates still yearn for the false promises the Shadow Druids. She is well suited to the task. Better than I, perhaps. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Still, though, forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely, and for so long. I have. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for us. You are a mortal child of Baal. Be careful.
Just what I need.
This is the city proper, is it? Voss has done his duty. We must find our way to the House of Hope when we next enter the Astral Prism. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. I know how I'd choose.
I've had a lifetime. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half. He's protected by his steel watchful. We cannot expect either of the chosen to fall easily. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question. It would be irritatingly true. A Harper learns to doubt. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, the Harpers are 9 fingers keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal.
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is pet, but both our operations step outside the law when needful. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Keeping very well, I hope? When an this was lucky, I understand. Then, next I knew, he told me. I found, by the time, he's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. 100. We'll both of us stand by you when the time...
Hi. You were really nice to me before. Could we make...
Of course, girl. You can help me determine who it is doing all this snoring.
Yes! You've got a...
Still alive. So that's progress.
I made it back. You are my friend. And you get to choose your destiny.
Remember, flaming fist, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. You really won't feel it.
They may be, but Father always demanded.
Your father made a fine job of polishing them up some. But a sellsword is still a sellsword. They are just following their nature.
And you think...
I should hope so. You certainly don't get paid half so well.
Don't give me trouble now.
Puma, ya hemos subido de nivel.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum prosecco. Now, beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky?
What's the point in paying the guild for protection?
We're all on the same side, friend.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketterick's coffers. Ready to do some business? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal.
Bueno, vamos a subir de nivel.
call and I answer.
The pride of the gate.
Don't touch me.
No. What's for the signal?
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
A hero at heart. I can do better. I must.
Very well.
Fletcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometime.
If not over.
Bueno, vamos a ver si conseguimos información de Mins.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should...
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting.
We already...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenbor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
Oh, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, he owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Mince of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord. Lies. Exactly the one. Guild crews may be prone to exaggeration, but not in this case. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors, but not for much longer. We have word on where he plans.
Nine Fingers.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, if you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that the Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. Well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame.
There's little point in pressing night, but we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk? Someone else in her guild hall? I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about.
See? 9 fingers. Won't fight the Stone Lord out in the open, but
I don't care about Stone Lord Tut. Don't care about some ambush. I asked, do you eat my last pickled ooze? Huh?
Now. He who keeps his manners keeps his teeth.
All right.
I've been to fouler festivals than this. And now, you were speaking to my friend. Politely.
see, Foss? A Stone Lord, aye. Bastard's going after the accounting. 9 Fingers is gonna catch him with his claws in.
The counting house. But...
Happy? Nah.
Yeah.
The counting house. Minsk must have a way in. But he's never had... There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. I have no... The Stone Lord she described sounds a time of troubles. But do you know how Minsk, a human? No? It was a statue. Dedicated... No! He's an idiot who pissed off some gutter mage with a flair for petrification. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think, and during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was I did. On occasion, I even found myself I cannot call myself a particularly good friend, but I am his friend.
Here goes nothing.
Odd. Unexpected.
Vamos al rescate de Minsk.
Counting house held mythical.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey.
You seem a little nervous, Sir Meat, honey. One in particular...
The who? The what? All right, fine. The head banker may... rather large, rather heavily armed, which is against...
I assure you, he does not.
Well, who is this Stone Lord to you? That would be most unusual.
That he is.
Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass, and...
Account holders only from here. Vault pass? Right, which is to say, keeps your own vault.
Bueno, vamos a coger un poquito de pasta. Que no viene bien para comprar cositas.
Bet I can crack that open.
Over here.
Intestines throb, blood whispers. Can't slow down. Let's see.
Just need to see your vault pass, please. What's in...
A couple turns should do it.
Voy a coger todos los pergaminos de teletransporte que tenga. Y el de volar. No tengo el de volar, así. Está vacío. Bueno, vamos con esta. Bueno, todo esto está desvalijado. Llevamos 10.000 de oro ya. Bien, bien.
For current door codes, please refer to the head banker's office. Highest security clearance only.
Do what must be done.
Looking ahead, what path lies before me?
Vale, estamos.
Open up.
Vamos allá.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussy.
But the story.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath, it is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments.
Meet Minsk.
He still seems very much himself to me.
Minsk. Then the great hero is here.
You. Stone Lord. Ha! Better to call yourself Stonehead.
Your false face does not fool my eyes. I will cut until you look like the monster you truly are.
Somehow, you are making even less sense than usual. Perhaps I can explain. The Stone Lord sees through your lies, shapeshifter. Count yourself lucky he cannot stay. Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done. Now come, Stone Lord. We have the gold, and the Absolute has need of it elsewhere.
As you say, Jaira.
Slarning shape changers! Enough! Let us deal with these cultists, then find out where they are nesting.
Bueno, hasta aquí este episodio, nos vemos en el siguiente.